Hi, my name is Paige Ouimet, and today I want to talk about gender diversity within firms. So we know firms have a goal of increasing gender diversity, and firms may be trying to achieve this goal for a couple different reasons. They may be following the economic arguments that having a more gender diverse workforce can improve decision making, lead to increased creativity. It could be in response to previously documented biases in the hiring of high-skilled women, or it could simply be as a way to avoid negative media attention among those firms that tend to have the least balanced workforce. And so all of this comes to a question, which is, what can firms do? If firms are trying to achieve this gender-balanced workforce, but at the same time don't want to create feelings of inequity among their male employees. And so in current work with Tim Liu, Christos Markidis, and Elena Simonitsi, we propose one solution for firms, which is to provide more generous paid maternity benefits. So in the US, there are no laws requiring a minimum level of paid maternity benefits. We know paid maternity benefits are important to women. They have a noticeable impact on women's ability to stay in the workforce through child-rearing years. And in order to test this and to sort of see whether this is indeed happening in the economy as a whole, we start with the assumption that this is going to be most valuable to those firms that are operating either in industries or in geographies where talented women are more scarce. And we make use of some great data from Glassdoor, which provides information on not only the availability of benefits at a given firm, but also on how the employees rate maternity benefits. And what we find is exactly as we predicted, that these firms that are operating in either these industries or geographies where female talent is more scarce, on average provide greater maternity benefits. We also have some evidence that providing generous paid maternity benefits can be value enhancing for firms. So in order to document this evidence, we look at legislation passed in 3 locations. So Washington State, New York State, and Washington, D.C. And what this legislation did is it mandated a minimum level of maternity leave. And so you can think about these plans as what they're doing is they're effectively reducing the relative generosity at plans that were in existence prior to the legislation being enacted. And if you believe that these generous maternity plans that were in existence prior to the legislation were value enhancing, then upon passage of this legislation, it should reduce the value of those firms. And that's indeed what we find in the data. So the firms that had generous plans in place prior to the legislation, upon the passage of these laws, we see a decrease in their stock price. So this is consistent with the argument that these plans can be value enhancing, especially for those firms that voluntarily have provided them. So thank you for watching, and if you want to see more information, please look at the blog.